Missions when I speak, they listen, couldn't find associate.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We got this. It's like 5. 57. Get this one.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now it's Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Roethlisberger will throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 48 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Roethlisberger, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. There's Roethlisberger. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
First down, Pittsburgh.
All right, now, like 80. Mike 54. Tackles.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now look at him go. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. That kickoff return, 104 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. Actually, I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
21.
Now Garoppolo. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go draw play. This is Samuels. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them.
Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Here we go.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. You got tight left.
3 down.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Stay with your man.
Check three, check three.
25, check 25.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Now, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Coleman. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Right there.
Here we go. 180. Flag.
50. Mike 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You're trapped.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
180.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa, and the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180.
You ain't going nowhere. Watch the edge.
21.
He's checking crack. Check safety.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80.
Rush in. Hey, watch it.
It's Coleman here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Say it.
1, Omaha.
Kill.
12, fellas, here we go.
Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Steelers take over. Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Malcolm Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Malcolm Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Like 20. 6.
Garoppolo now. 1st down throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Steelers take over. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Roethlisberger. Over the middle to Garcon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go. 180!
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 26, Mike.
On first down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I got you. 12.
26, Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 11 yards there, first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Here we go. 180!
50's the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
11.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Back to throw. Coleman. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Niners 31, Steelers 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing on second and 8. Roethlisberger. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Roethlisberger. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
A gain there of 21 yards. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Malcolm Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
21.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to cook up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Black 80!
Mike 50, Mike 50!
21. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Malcolm Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Man, I got you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That's complete to his running back Connor. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, you got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself.
There he goes, right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's caught, the former USC Trojan Xavier Grimble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Roethlisberger, he's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. So here, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Get off the field.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.